like a lot of gladiators from the times, but well, Pompeii was a sort of Vegas of its time, and almost like a Hollywood, like talent, gladiator-wise, was picked from across the globe and brought across the empire and brought to Pompeii. And I guess Milo is unlucky enough to be brought there at the wrong time. He's a very adept fighter, and he's seen to be this, and his family was slaughtered at the beginning of the movie by the Romans, so he has an agenda, which I think makes him a better fighter. And that's how he ends up in Pompeii. And I think you're right, there are some very interesting kind of plots for characters along the way, and I think it's very interesting doing that because it kind of, with the plaster cast that we meet in Pompeii, we wanted to try and imagine them, who they were in Pompeii and around this time, and kind of think of how they might have lived.
My name is Milo. Atticus.
We come from foes to bros, as I say. That's probably what drew me to the character as well, was here you have these two guys that are enslaved and taken away from lives and families that they loved, and imprisoned and trained to be gladiators. And they both have their personal quests. Atticus is for freedom and Milo's for revenge and love. And yet they're forced to live with each other in this prison, and they know they've got to go out the next day and kill each other. And so there's this wonderful tension that you get from the start of the movie of these two guys sizing each other up, looking for the weaknesses, whether it be psychological or physical, so that they can exploit them in the arena. And you're sleeping with one eye open. It's all, it's great. And then when you go into the arena, you see when they're fighting, that is actually dialogue. They're fights, because it's when they get a healthy respect for each other's fighting styles. And, in the big fight in the amphitheater, they have to unite in order to survive. And that's where the brotherhood is kind of born. So it's a great evolution.
If they catch you up there, they'll punish you.
Milady. Milady, is everything all right?
I think she has never really been fond of this lifestyle that she's been born into, which is, you associate with people of your class, you associate with people, with money, and you'll marry into money. And I just think she's kind of at that rebellious point where she's like, no, I don't agree with your politics. I don't agree in the idea of me marrying a Roman senator just because it's better for your business. It's better for the tourism to Pompeii. And I think Milo represents just freedom and this kind of simple life without all of that political crap getting in the way. She doesn't feel like she has to belong to somebody, and like her falling in love with someone will be a business deal. It's just like it just seems very simple for her. And also the fact that he's from the other side of the tracks and it's dangerous, and I think she kind of wants to piss off her parents a little bit, to be honest.
It's great. I mean, very rarely do you, as an actor, especially as a black actor, get characters that are so iconic and also layered. It was Julian Fellows that wrote the screenplay that did Downton Abbey, and he's crafted this enormously heroic character. It's almost a superhero of the arena. And yet he still has elements of humility, nobility, and integrity. These guys are bred to kill. They're just like cattle. They were fed the best food and trained and groomed to go out and be killing machines for people's entertainment. And, why I like this character was because he did it, but he was principled about it. No gladiator should die from a stab to the back. If I'm going to kill you, it's going to be from the front.